Did you know that there's a building that is almost 100 years old? It's an official historic place in Michigan, and it's often called Detroit's largest art object. I'm Mr. Peterson, and today I'm going to share research I completed about the Fisher Building in Detroit. Then, together, we will complete a graphic organizer and then write a short informational text with the most important points from the research. You can later use this as an example to help you write your own informational text. Let's get started. I am personally excited to learn more about the Fisher Building. You probably don't know this about me, but I'm a beekeeper. I have beehives on the roof of a building that is directly across the street from the Fisher Building. So it will be great to learn more about a place I often see while I'm beekeeping. In order to learn more about this building, I need to find reliable sources. A reliable source is a source that is trustworthy and accurate. These sources could be books, articles, videos, or web pages. I'm going to use this graphic organizer to help me take notes on the facts I want to include in my writing. By identifying the who, what, when, where, and why about the Fisher Building, I can gather all of the most important information to write an informational text that will give a clear description of what I researched. I found the Fisher Building website by doing an internet search. I'm going to use their history section as my first source. With limited space downtown for their central headquarters, the Fisher brothers of the Fisher Body Corporation settled in New Center in the 1920s. In 1927, they hired legendary architect Albert Kahn to create a magnificent building as a thanks to the city that delivered their success. It was to be an ode to the American work ethic and to American artisans. The Fisher brothers spared no expense in its creation, encouraging Kahn to hire world-class architects, engineers, builders, craftspeople, and artists. As a result, the Fisher Building's marble-clad facade, three-story, hand-painted, barrel-vaulted ceiling, spectacular mosaics, and extensive bronze detailing has earned it recognition as Detroit's largest art object. Phew, that's a lot of information. So let's take notes and put them into the graphic organizer. Notes do not need to be in complete sentences. We'll turn them into sentences when we write our final report. I'll put history of the Fisher Building at the top, as it is a reminder of the topic of my research. Let's start by putting around 1927. That's when, so I'll write that in there. New Center neighborhood of Detroit, that's where, so I'll fill that in. Fisher Brothers, that's part of the who, so I'll put that there and I'll add a money sign since that's who paid for it. Many world-class engineers, builders, artists, and architects. More for the who. Legendary designer Albert Kahn. Wow, one more person to add to the who. That's a lot of people that helped get the Fisher Building built. Marble, hand-painted mosaics, and bronze detailing. I'd say that's part of the what, since that's what's in the building. Detroit's largest art object. I'll put that with what as well. Another source I found is the Historic Detroit website. The article there matched the facts from the first source and also gave me a lot more information about the brothers and the building. I already read this and put notes together. 7 Fisher brothers made a fortune making car bodies. I'm going to add this to the who after the money sign, and also add 7 in front of Fisher brothers since these details are important to know. The Fishers hired Albert Kahn and told the architect to build them the most beautiful building in the world. I'm going to put this after why, because this is what the brothers wanted. The building was for the company's headquarters, as well as shopping and entertainment. This will go under why as well, because it's how they plan to use it. Constructed of steel, concrete, and different types of marble. More for the what. Largest marble-clad commercial building in the world. Also more for the what. The building has a golden tower originally covered in gold leaf tiles, now green terracotta tiles. Again, for the what? The building houses the Fisher Theater, which opened in 1928, probably under why, since the brothers wanted the building to be for entertainment. So now that I have all of my researched facts organized in this graphic organizer, I'm going to write my informational text. The Fisher Building is an important and beautiful building in the New Center neighborhood of Detroit. It was built by the Fisher brothers around 1927. This building is so special that people call it Detroit's largest art object. The 7 Fisher brothers made a lot of money by making car bodies for the booming car industry in Detroit. The brothers hired many world-class engineers, builders, artists, and architects to help them build the Fisher Building. One of the most famous people they hired was Albert Kahn, a legendary architect. The Fisher brothers told Kahn to build them the most beautiful building in the world. The Fisher Building is made of many materials like steel, concrete, and different types of marble. It is the largest marble-clad commercial building in the world. The building also features hand-painted mosaics and ceilings, along with bronze details. The golden tower, which was originally covered in gold leaf tiles, is now covered in green terracotta tiles. The Fisher Building was built to be a headquarters for the Fisher Brothers Company, but also a center for shopping and entertainment. In fact, the Fisher Theater opened there in 1928. It is a lasting landmark that continues to attract people today. Now that we completed a research project about the historic Fisher Building, I challenge you to do the same with a different historical place in Michigan. You can choose from almost 2,000 places listed on the National Register of Historical Places. Research your place using multiple sources and use the graphic organizer to find your who, what, when, where, and why. Then write about your research and share it with a friend or family member.